A Face in the Airport Route Part 2. The test involved 40 airport workers whose photographs were put into the system database. These workers then blended in with the airport route. They filed past digital security cameras like everyone else. If the system was working correctly, it would send out a warning when any of the 40 workers appeared on camera, a positive match. It should not send out warnings about other people at the airport. Should the mistaken result, called a false positive, could have serious consequences, including expensive lawsuits. After about 3 months, the test system was evaluated. It had not worked well at all. More than one-third of the time, it had failed to recognize one of the 40 airport workers, a false acceptance. More than half of the warnings it did send out was false positives. Security officers who monitored the FR system during the test had an exhausting experience. Because the system made so many mistakes, they had to work frantically to double-check all the matches. Under distress, the officers made frequent mistakes themselves. All in all, the system just made more work for humans. The exact reasons for such poor performance are unclear, but analysts can make some good guesses. The National Institute for Standards and Technology (NIST), a federal government agency, occasionally tests FR programs. In the 2002 trial, it evaluated 10 systems, each made by a different company. Some important data came from the NIST study. 1. The best system, working indoors with new database photos, can be about 90% successful. 2. The same system, if moved outdoors, become highly unreliable. A system that is 90-40% effective indoors is only about 54% effective outdoors. 3. Old database photos are difficult to match. The reliability of an FR system decreases by about 5% each year as the database photo gets older. In other words, if a system had a 75% chance of matching an image with a new database photo, it would have only a 70% chance of matching with a 1-year-old photo. 65% with a 2-year-old photo, and so on. 4. Differences in camera angle cause a lot of trouble in an FR system. 5. As the database of stored photos get larger, FR systems get less dependable. Each time the size of the database doubles, the system's reliability goes down by 2 to 3 percentage points. In the test at Logan Airport, lighting was probably not a problem. All the cameras were indoors. The size and quality of the database was probably not to blame either. It contained only 40 photos, all of them recent. Most certainly, the images from security equipment looked too different from database photos. Camera angle were probably a big factor. None of the 40 airport workers in the test wore any excuses. If someone had worn one of the classic devices, like a fake bear, dummy glasses, a false nose or chin, the effort system could probably not make a match. Even minor, everyday changes in appearance seem to have confused the system. A new hairstyle, different makeup, an unusual facial expression, or a tilt of a head could be enough to make the computer believe there's no match. The bottom line is that an automatic effort system cannot dependably pick a terrorist out of Apple ground. For one thing, any real-life database is unlikely to contain photos of many potential terrorists. Most of them have not yet done anything illegal, so they are unknown to law enforcement before they strike. For another, computer software is too inflexible to adjust to many of the changes that occur in the real world. With current technology, no effort system can even approach the human mind's ability to compare images and decide whether they match.